Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribing as well. Turn on bell notifications. For just over 2 years, which started off as, for me, a very throwaway comment. I saw an improved Arsenal team. And as a Man United fan, from my perspective, point of view, and how I felt about them essentially leaving my club, Man United, behind in the mud, I saw a team that scared me. I saw a team, not literally shaking under my bed, as some of the weak men suggested, but just a team that looks as though they're going to get back to their very best. Predicted they would become title challengers. I predicted that they would become a consistent side. At the beginning of each of the last 2 seasons, I haven't suggested they would win the league, but they do have a very good chance, and they have become a very good football inside that play lovely football, that are hard to beat. 95% of what I've said has kind of come true in that time. Now, I'm not a genius. I do not believe that I am in any way, shape or form the oracle of football and I know more than you or anybody else. It was an opinion I had, and large proportions of it have come true, but not all of it, of course, because none of us get everything right. But I've said on many occasions that Arsenal's growth has led to so much hate, so much nonsense, and so much fear from the mainstream media, from ex-pros that don't like Arsenal. It is unbelievable. Right through to almost 2 years ago to the day. Almost 2 years ago to the day. I'm going to get onto the overlap in a minute because their stuff's crazy. But I want to play you a video from a couple of years ago here. This is Jason Cundy. This, by the way, is what led to me being blocked by TalkSport. Go back and listen to this.
Congratulations, because that is an unbelievable achievement. I'm delighted for him on a personal level.
There a big buck come?
This was all about Ethan Nwaneri getting his debut for Arsenal 2 years ago.
There is a big buck coming.
Okay,
Arteta doesn't really care about the boy.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I think that's a really poor, poor decision. I do, because it's about Arteta. It's all about Arteta. I have the manager that played the youngest ever player in the Premier League is me. I think that's self-indulgent. And when I saw the kid on the bench, I remember thinking to myself, it's great for him there being on the bench. I was on the bench at 17, right? First time I was on the bench, right?
Yeah.
So I never got on. But I remember being on the bench. So I'm thinking, what a brilliant experience for the kid, right?
Yeah.
And when he's warming up and coming on, I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. This has got nothing to do with the kid. Nothing to do. This is all about Arteta. All about him, self-indulgent. Look what I've done. I've given the youngest ever player his appearance in the Premier League.
Crazy take at the time. And this was one of the first major sort of media incidents that I looked at and thought, what the hell are you talking about? This is poisonous and this is spiteful. Nwaneri wasn't ready for first-team football at that point, but he was given an opportunity to be in and around the first team. This has been done by many a great manager. Go back and look at my thread on Twitter. I think Danny Mills also kicked off about it as well. And we've seen so many young players, from Wayne Rooney to Angel Gomez, who's now in the England team 2 years later, getting debuts at similar ages. Some the same age, some a little bit older, but it always being praised. Arsenal were the first team that I remember seeing in my life, and if there's other examples, please send them to me so I learn, so I'm more educated, criticised for giving a very talented young player a debut. That young player is now an established member of the squad going into this season, started his first game, scored a brace in a knockout cup competition, and has been nurtured very well over the last 2 years by the manager, by the club. So I just go back to this claim. And the reason why I point this out is because this is still going on now. This nonsense from the media towards Arsenal is still happening now. And the reason I fight for it, you will always get Arsenal terrorist, Arsenal simp. No, is I want better punditry from the mainstream media, and I don't want lies being funneled out. Because if we start accepting lies about Arsenal, they will use that against your club one day. They will. At some point, you will be on the chopping block. You are making a rod for your own back. It's crazy. And I just want to point this out. Go back to my Twitter, 21st of September, 2000 and I don't even know what date it was now, 2000, whatever else it was. We did a video on this, and it's crazy now that this has gone full circle. And the reason I say it's gone full circle is is what I'm about to show you now. And I want to start off with a thumbnail to begin with. I really want to start off with a thumbnail to start with. This was the thumbnail, okay, right now on the Overlap's latest video. Small team, small mentality. Don't quite know what it means, but that is what they have said. That wasn't the title they went with this morning. This morning they went with, how bad were Arsenal? They are pushing the narrative that Arsenal Football Club were bad, were poor in their game against Man City.
How bad were Arsenal? Oh my God!
Anyone know when the return is?
Oh my! Can I tell you something?
Is it very late? Is it, or is it like Feb or something?
You know the way Arsenal set up on Sunday for the second half. Let me finish. You've just been speaking for the last 3.5 hours, right? If anyone else, if Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce, Steve Bruce, Neil Warnock set a team up like that for the second half, they're dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Arsenal set up, and I mean not on with defending. I'm on about them when they did get the ball. A couple of times they were just booting it out of play.
What should he have done?
But Arsenal do it. It's like, oh, brilliant.
What should Arsenal?
Concentration levels.
What should he have done?
No, I don't mind defending, but I'm saying when they did win the ball, when they won it back every now and again, try and look after it, try and get up the pitch. There was a couple of incidents where I think White, it just bounced and he just kicked it out of play.
Yeah.
Rice a couple of times, just kicked up the pitch. This is Arsenal we're talking about. I'm not talking about a championship team that's gone in the FA Cup where they're hanging in there.
But a championship team, if they had 10 men away from home against Man City, would have got battered. This notion that Arsenal were bad in that game, the tactics were wrong, is ridiculous. It was an approach they went with that largely worked. They didn't win the game, but they got a point out of a match that everybody predicted them to get beaten. They could have played somebody further up the pitch and had an outlet, but maybe that extra body would have led to them conceding goals earlier and them losing. We don't know. We don't know what we don't know. But this is, again, a narrative that's been created since Sunday. Just like the Nwaneri conversation 2 years ago. What they are doing is trying to make Arsenal's dark arts and their pragmatic approach seem dirty, sinister, wrong, criminal to the game. They are painting it in a bad light. And why this doesn't sit right with me as a football fan is I have seen pragmatism from Simeone, pragmatism from Jose Mourinho, pragmatism from Antonio Conte, to name just three, praised and lauded. When Jose came to Man United, and it didn't work out for us, but he had a pragmatic approach, it was slagged off. Not because he wasn't winning, but football has changed and you shouldn't play this way. Only for other managers to do it after and be praised for it. And this is my problem with this type of punditry, this type of talk, is you are talking out of both sides of your mouth. You are moving the goalposts. You are chopping at goalposts. You are chopping and changing your opinions on what is right and wrong based on the team in hand and not what you really think. And this, for me, all stems, and I stand by it. And you can laugh in the comment sections. You can cry in the comment sections. You can say Terry's twerking for Arsenal. Have you not noticed that saying these things hasn't changed my approach? Have you not noticed? Have you not noticed that isn't going to deter me? Just because you don't want me speaking the truth about football doesn't mean you're going to stop me. This is ridiculous. And we saw it just last week with titles. The Overlap put out the title and stated that Arsenal cheats. Only to go and change that title an hour or so later to Are City guilty? Why are they doing this? Now, they've changed it. My first question is, why are they changing it? Are they realizing the error of their ways? Are the shows picking up the traction they want? I don't know. I feel like the world is starting to move on from this Arsenal hate, or had done. And now it's like they're trying to bring it back. I said it the other day, it feels like an illness. This is crazy. And I don't even know if Keane is serious. I think he might be pandering here to loads of people that maybe watch the Overlap that, I want to hate on Arsenal, like it's a drug. And I said it a few months back. I think it's just become a point where it's a sexual release, maybe. Maybe it's a sexual release. And Sky Sports and the Overlap know if we say these things, it will appease a lot of sexual appetite of a lot of men out there. That must be what it is. Sexual gratification. Let me know in the comment section, because this stuff is crazy. From Nwaneri right through 2 years of utter dross. Take care, people. Peace.